I love Palak Paneer. It's so healthy, so spicy, and I love the homemade cheese that goes with it. It's so easy, and it's vibrant and green, and I'm gonna show you how to make it right now. For the paneer, you will need milk, a pot, a very large one, and you're going to need a sieve lined with preferably cheesecloth, but I can't find the stuff in the stores. You can probably get it online, but I had an old tank top that I cannibalized, and it works just as well, so cannibalize a tank top. And we pour 9 cups of whole milk into the pot. I did not have actual whole milk, I had low fat, so I spiked it with some cream. Pro tip, there's my 9th cup. And then you crank the heat up to medium. You don't want it too high because you don't want to scald the milk. Now I have some white distilled vinegar that I'm just pouring into the measuring cup in advance so that I'll have that ready. That is what's going to make our curds. You want to keep stirring the milk again so it doesn't get a skin or so it doesn't scald. And this is going to take a while. But after a while it will start to simmer. You can see it's foaming right there. Once your milk has started simmering, that is when you add the vinegar and the magic happens. Watch this. So as you can see, immediately it'll start to curdle. And the first time you make this, you might think, oh no, I ruined the milk. And that's probably what the first cheesemaker thought when they curdled their milk. But this is good. This is exactly what you want. You're making curds. Now, if you were vegan, you could use tofu, because that's basically what you're doing, is you're making tofu with cow's milk, or you could make this with soy milk and just make your own tofu for this dish. But yes, if you're vegan, use tofu. The first time I had palak paneer was actually with tofu, and I really liked it. I do prefer paneer, though. So you want to let this go for a few minutes, and your curds will get bigger and more cohesive, and your whey will get more watery as you go along. After your few minutes are up, you will strain it in that cheesecloth or that cut-up tank top from earlier. It's extremely hot right now, but before it cools down too much, you need to squeeze that excess whey out of it, after salting it, of course. So very carefully with one hand, while your other hand is holding the camera, squeeze it. Discover that that doesn't work very well, put your camera down and squeeze it with both hands. Because it's still hot, I'm using a wooden spoon to press against it, and you really want to get as much water as possible out of there. See, it's already starting to turn into a cohesive block, but we're gonna block it even further by weighting it down with a trusty Joy of Cooking cookbook or some other heavy object, and putting it in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour. Now we're going to make the paneer mixture in some simmering water. I'm just using the pot that we're going to use later for the dish, so I don't have to clean as many dishes. I've got about 10 ounces of baby spinach. This container is much more than 10 ounces, so I'm just kind of eyeballing how much I put in there. This stuff only needs to cook for like 2 minutes. It cooks extremely quickly, and after it's done that, you want to put it in a bowl full of ice water to halt the cooking process so that your spinach will still be a beautiful bright green. I have some chopped ginger, some chopped garlic, and some chopped Indian chili here ready to go in the food processor. If you can't find Indian chili, use serrano or Thai chili. There's that spinach we cooked earlier into the food processor with the other ingredients, and you want to pulse that and process it until it is a smooth paste. This is going to be the basis for our curry. I have onion, and I have chopped garlic, and I have 1 chopped Roma tomato. These are the only other ingredients. Now the extra onion bits I'm discarding, and I'm freezing those with chicken parts, and I'm going to turn that into chicken stock later. I've got bay leaves, cumin, Indian chili powder, garam masala, and I know that bottle says curry powder, but it's actually turmeric. I reuse my spice bottles, so they're often mislabeled. Start with some ghee. If you're vegan, use coconut oil. And start with, 1 tablespoon in your basmati rice. That's about 1 cup of rice and 1 cup of water, and some turmeric from earlier. Now for your curry. Start with 1 tablespoon of ghee, then add another tablespoon of ghee, then add another tablespoon of ghee. And again, if you're vegan, use coconut oil here. The more ghee, the better. Add that onion and salt it to help it wilt. And then add your garlic, and it should start to smell really amazing. Then you're gonna add your cumin, your turmeric, your garam masala, and your chili powder. And just empty that entire bottle of garam masala while you're at it. Add that bay leaf, and it should really smell good now. I wish you guys could smell it. Then you add that Roma tomato after the onions have cooked a little bit. And remember that spinach paste we made earlier? You pop that into the pot as well and stir to incorporate. This should only cook for about 5 minutes with a little bit of water just to help wet it a little bit. Remember that paneer we made earlier? The big reveal. See, it's a cohesive block of cheese. You didn't think you could do it, but you did. And you're just gonna cut that into, I don't know, like 1.5 inch cubes? 1 inch cubes? Like that, like magic. And see how springy they are and how firm they are? They're not at all crumbly. They're really good. Now, add some more cream or coconut milk if you're vegan to the curry mixture. Stir it in there and add your paneer. You just want to heat the paneer through for a couple minutes and then your curry is done. That's really all there is to it. As you can see, the whole thing, rice included, comes together in about 15 minutes after you've done the prep work. And there you have it, Palak Paneer, one of my favorite Indian dishes, and I hope you all will try it. It's so healthy and so delicious, and I love it!